Hello, everybody. Welcome to the live. I have so much to tell you. Oh my gosh, I had so much fun at my retreat, and I can't wait to show you all of the goodies. I'm not going to do a dedicated video for all of my goodies, but I'm going to show them to you here. So, those of you that come to the live, you get a lot of show and tells, you get a lot of hints about stuff. So you guys are going to get to see all of the goodies. I am in my Lone Star shirt. I have to tell you, I don't wear much of the color yellow or gold or anything, but this has got to be one of my favorite retreat shirts. It's a baseball shirt, right? I love a good baseball shirt. So, this was the Lone Star retreat shirt that we all got, and it looked so good on everybody. Love it, love it, love it. Let me start off by saying hello to everybody. Sorry, I have a little frog in my throat. Let me start off by saying hello to everybody, and then we will get started. I have so much to show you. Okay. Lee and Lenore are here. They have done all the things. Welcome, welcome, Lee and Lenore. We can officially start this live because of all that they do. Thank you so much. Hi, Muttnut. Welcome. So glad you're here. Hi, Susan. Surprise, Arizona. Sue Bell. Yes, Sue, I saw your pictures from the Michigan retreat. That was fun. It looked like you guys had a lot of fun too. I keep telling you guys, go to a retreat. Go. Hello, Melissa. Welcome. Hi, Shelly. Matt. Hello, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Sarah Ann. So glad you could join us. Hi, Joe. Welcome, welcome. Let's see. Becky, hello. Robin, hello. Oh, thank you, Lee and Lenore. Don't forget the like button. That's very sweet of you. Hi, Ginger. Hi, Sandy. Let's see. Sherry, hello. Marion, my trip home was great. I had a piece of strawberry bread this morning. You know, Marion hooked me up with strawberry bread at this retreat. It was so great to see her. It was so great to see Joe at the retreat. It was so fun. Let's see. I don't want to skip anybody, but I don't want to say hi to someone 50 times. Hi, Kim, got a new groove. Welcome. Hi, Diamonds and Doodads. Hi, Sue Layden. Welcome. Hi, Linda. Levi, good evening to you. So glad you're here. Hi, Mickey. Wonderful to see you. John, welcome in. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Sabbath. Turtle Joy, welcome. Tammy, hello. Welcome, welcome. Linda, hello. Kathy, aka Dazzling Diamonds, hello, welcome. Amanda's Crazy Crafty Life, hello. I know, I miss you too. So many of these friendly folks in here were at the retreat, and I just loved seeing them so much. Anne is here from the retreat. It was so nice to see you too. So nice to meet you. That's the best part of retreats. You get to hug these people in person. And I do. I've missed everyone so much. Sabrina, hello. GMR, hello. Welcome. I know people are coming in fast. So exciting. Karen, hello. Just posted a retreat for next September, Tibby Island, Georgia. Oh, that sounds fun, Becky. I'll have to scope that out. Christina, hello. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you like them, and I'm glad you're here. Hi, Rock the Dots. Welcome. Nedro, hello from West Virginia. Well, welcome in. Okay, so where to begin? I think I've caught up in the chat. If anyone else comes in, I'll be watching closely. Let me share with you kind of where I'm at. I thought I would get done with Angel of Justice. Hi, Artemis. Welcome, my friend. Hi, Muttnut. So glad you're here. I have one row left. One row left, but I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. And you see the row I've got. It's right here. Sorry. Right here, exactly one row left. This one right here. Okay. All the rest is done. So I am a row away from finishing Angel of Justice. But you know what? I didn't beat myself up. I rolled this up. I did not bring Angel of Justice to the retreat. I got to be careful because I've got another canvas laying on my dining room table with drills, and I don't want to send those drills tumbling. All right, let me roll this up. Hopefully next week I will have a finish to share with you. All right, so that's that. I'm almost done. I'm super excited. Okay, almost, but next week will be my week. Okay, now I have to be very careful in moving this because I've got open drills. I will close my drills up. I have drills on a little. If you watched my video this weekend, I got one of these holders that hold the Elizabeth Ward container. So I use that all weekend. It works like a charm. Okay, so I started my drills and chills canvas. Now, in starting my drills and chills canvas, working on my Decoded 2, I'm going to stop before halfway and set it aside till Decodathon. Okay, well, Matt, you know what? You can. If you can't stop, you'll just have to start another Dakota, you know. Hi, Peggy. Welcome. Okay, but give yourself a high five. You're almost finished. High five. Yes. Open drills sitting there. Kara lives dangerously. Yes, I do, Becky. I do. But it's so fun. It's so fun to live dangerously. So anyway, started my drills and chills canvas. I am loving it. If any of you have a chance to do a Captured by Radiance canvas, I highly recommend. I've done 2. This is my 3rd from them, and every canvas is amazing. Well, when you're at a retreat and you're diamond painting, you have a lot of observers. People come up because I did. You do a room tour because you want to see what everyone's working on because diamond painters are nosy, right? I am, right? I'm in the tribe. So we're all nosy and we want to know what everyone's working on and what everyone has and their setup and all that. And that's how you learn. So people walk around. Well, when Cheryl is at the retreat from DP with Sparklers and she comes up and you're just starting, she's like, oh. She goes, oh gosh, Kara. She goes, I have so many ideas for bling for this. So for 3 of my colors, I have ordered bling. So I skipped those parts on the canvas. Hi, Leanne. Diamonds and Doxies is in the house. I got to hug her at the retreat too. So I've skipped those parts. This has been the weirdest doing of a diamond painting I think I've ever done, besides Dreaming of Being Human, because I skipped some parts too, because I was actually working with Tina and Cheryl on showing them the blinged out parts on the canvas, and I had to wait for some drills. But diamond painting is like church. You start in a certain spot, you have a certain way of doing things, you get in your groove, whatever. Well, because bling is coming and it's going to look so incredibly good on this, and I've had to skip parts. It's been really weird. Not weird in a bad way, just weird. It just feels weird. You know, it's kind of like having shoes on the wrong feet. It doesn't feel horrible, but just feels strange. So I started the Witch's Hour, and it looks like, you know, I've made some progress, but you can see all those blank areas. That's where the bling's going to go. But look how good it looks already. I'm so excited. I love the black. I'm doing the black first and then coloring in what I can, but I'm leaving spots blank for the bling. So you're seeing blank spots down here. That's where all the bling's going to go when it comes in. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm going back and forth between this and Angel of Justice. I haven't done Angel of Justice since I've been back from the retreat. So I'll finish this row right here where I can. And then I'll do my row on Angel of Justice. But I'm loving working on this kit. Again, if you ever have a chance to work on a Captured by Radiance and you haven't, highly recommend. Highly, highly recommend. So that's what I worked on at the retreat. But I'm also very proud to tell you that this retreat had to do with a lot of cross stitching too. I got my cross stitch mojo back at this retreat. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, having my son here, he unplugs my stuff quite often and plugs his in, which is fine, but it just throws me. Anyway, he unplugged my light. I was like, why isn't my light pad working? Well, he'd unplugged it to plug in his computer. So anyhow, but that's what I worked on at the retreat was this. But okay, so all the green I'm changing. Yes, all the green I'm changing. Well, there's some other green in here, but all the green at the bottom I'm changing. Yes. So I think one is a glitter drill, one and a couple are crystals. So yeah, I'm excited about that. But they will be coming in, and when they come in, I can just fill in. And you know, if I have to wait to fill in all the bling, how fun! I'll wait for that. That's fun to do. So let's see what. Oh, sorry. What was on her face? What was on her? What was on her face? I will move. What was on her face? Let me show you her face, and then I'll show you what was on her face. So that's her face. Isn't it beautiful? I had cover minders on her face. So I have two little spiders here that I got from Carissa's Craft Corner, and then this that I got from Pentastic Painters, but they're no longer in business. But that's that cover minder. So I had three cover minders on her beautiful face. Sorry. Okay. But so anyway, cross stitch. We were at a table with a lot of cross stitchers. I got to sit with Alyssa, the diamond painting accountant. She was my roommate, and we had so much fun. But we sat at a table with a bunch of cross stitchers. A lot of them diamond paint too, but they're primarily cross stitchers. And we sat last year with two cross stitchers, Angela and Vanessa. And Angela was sitting right by me, and she helped me. I had a project. It was a little simple cross stitch project. I have cross stitched on Ada, but I had never cross stitched on even weave and never linen, never. But I had a piece of even weave. I think it was Lugana, and I wanted to know how to cross stitch on it. And Angela took the time to teach me how to cross stitch over two. For those of you that are cross stitchers, that's lingo. And I figured it out. And I had this wonderful, I borrowed for 17 stitches. I got 17 stitches done, and I went, you cross stitchers, I'm not worthy. I mean, it was, when you're on even weave, it's just, you have to really like focus in and make sure. And I was having Angela check my stitches. I'd do like 2 stitches and go, okay, check me. And she'd go, you're doing good. You're doing good. So I got 17 stitches in. So when I got home, I promptly ordered a magnification light because, I mean, it's so tiny. You can't, I could not see. I was like, how do you people see? How do you not go blind? I mean, diamond painting is huge. The drills and the spaces are huge compared to this even weave with these little tiny stitches. So I got a magnifier plus a light that I could really look into, because kind of like a light pad in diamond painting, that light just like changed my life. I was like, this is what I need. So did that and won some cross stitch prizes. So I'll show you those in just a second. We need to coin this term, getting Cheryled. Yes, it is getting Cheryled. Yep, you have it all on order for more bling. But yeah, I ordered the bling that very night, so hopefully it'll be here. Yeah, they're catching up from what I have understood. DP with Sparklers is catching up, and the shipping times are faster. So fingers crossed, but it's going to be worth the wait for this bling. I'm so excited. Okay, I kept looking at her face going, why do I see a dog muzzle? Sarah Ann. Yeah, it's a pumpkin. So yeah, I'm sorry. I had the cover minders on top of her face. I know. I was amazed at the cross stitchers too. Vanessa was working on a piece and it was absolutely beautiful. It was so tiny. I don't know what the count was on that fabric, but it was linen and it was super tiny. And she was doing it without anything, just plain old vision, no glasses, no light, nothing. And she had LASIK and she said, I had LASIK, so it helps. And I'm like, do I need LASIK to be able to craft? I don't know. But yeah, it was absolutely beautiful. How coloring books will travel. Hello, welcome. So anyway, yes, I did get my Stitchy Mojo back. So those are the diamond paintings that I worked on. All right. So, oh gosh, where to start? Okay. So I started with the shirt. These were our retreat shirts. You know, when you go to a retreat, normally, now there are some like low frill, no frill retreats that don't do shirts, and you just, here we go again. I'm unplugging my own light pad now. That you know if you're going to get a shirt or not. But this was the big retreat. Lone Star, for those of you that are newly coming on here, Lone Star was the very first diamond painting retreat ever to happen, I believe. I don't think I've heard of any others that started before Lone Star. It's been going for 6 years now, 6 years strong. I have gone 5 out of the 6 years, and we'll go every year. And because I love it, and it's just got a special place in my heart. Okay, so when we got there, we got our shirts, and we also got our name tags. And of course, Marissa is first class on everything that she does. I mean, she's just, and her committee. Her committee's amazing. We got our name tags. And so our name tags have these ribbons, like you're at a conference, right? I've gotten these ribbons at educational conferences. So I'm an alumni and I'm also a founding member, meaning I was there that first year. Also in our swag bags, and because we were walking to our rooms, we got this little attachment that we could attach to our name tags. It was a little flashlight so we could find our way, which was super nice. And then it was a pull. And then we got our golden girl on top. Now, we every person going to the retreat took an online quiz to figure out what golden girl that you were. Believe it or not, I'm Blanche. I know. All of you are struggling to believe that I identified most with Blanche, but I do. So I got my Blanche, and it was a pull thing. And we when we got our room keys were cards, and we just stuck them down in our name tags, and we could just hit them on the door, and everything was in our name tag. So we never lost our room key. Now, oh, hi, Rachel, new subscriber. Well, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. Oh, gosh, I'm always excited to get new people. Yay! No surprise for me. Oh, my gosh. I want to do a cross stitch again. The last time I did a cross stitch was about 8 years ago. Sarah Ann, yeah, I did get my mojo back. Again, this is what happens when you go to retreats. You talk to other people and you learn. And, you know, when you're sitting with a bunch of cross stitchers, it was funny because we were talking diamond painting logo to the cross stitchers, and the cross stitchers would go, have you heard of this company? Is it good? And we'd go, oh yeah, that's good. And then I won a couple of things, and I'd show it to Angela and go, is this good? Is this a good? Oh yeah, that's a good company, you know? So it was funny because I mean, I had no clue and they had no clue about diamond painting. So we just trade info back and forth. But a new thing that Marissa started, which means a lot to me, is she started the Margarita Social Club, and she had these cards made, and you get to be a member, and you get to put this on your name tag every year. You get to be a member of the Margarita Social Club if you've attended the retreat 5 or more years. So those of us that had been there 5 or more years got to be a part of the Margarita Social Club. And I mean, we didn't get to do anything, you know, that no one else could do. But it was just a nice way of commemorating people that had been at the retreat for 5 or more years. So we just got this little addition onto our name tag so that we could, say, haha, I'm kind of an important person. But anyway, I just thought that was nice that she recognized that. And then I got a nice little card. We got to stand up and go get our little tag. And we got a sweet little card. So that was really fun. Really fun to be a member of that. Let's see. Hello, Rachel. Did I miss anyone coming in? If I ever get to go, I would be Rose. Oh, you're from Minnesota. Of course. Yes, absolutely. Tell a lot of St. Olaf stories, right? Hi, Sparkling Diamonds with Brittany and Robin. Welcome. Hi, Marilyn from Toronto. Wow, wonderful. Let's see. Am I missing anyone? Hi, Sharon from Missouri. Welcome, welcome. We actually have had the Lone Star Retreat in Battle Creek, Missouri, right? So we've been to Missouri. So yeah. Sue took the quiz. She was Sophia. Okay. Oh, Erin. Well, I hope you're feeling better. I'm so sorry that stinks to not feel well. Well, I hope you feel better. So then we get into our swag, and what people are so sweet at these retreats, and we got our swag, but then people at our table, people from around the room would just come and drop off stuff. And just were so sweet. And I want to share something very special. Marion, who is in here, always tries to find me Pepperidge Farm strawberry bread. She knows that's my bread and I can't ever find it. And she always finds it. So she brought me a loaf of strawberry bread, and she brought me this goodie bag, and it had just all kinds of fun. It had a sparkly ring that lights up and balls and all that. But look, she brought me a vintage perfume bottle. This is a vintage Avon bottle. It is so beautiful. And I collect vintage perfume bottles. She did not know that, but I had to go grab this off of my dresser for the live because it was just so special that I got this. I love vintage perfume bottles. So, potion bottles, any type of bottles, apparently I love. I should go by the bottle lady actually, but she brought me this and I just thought it was so special. And this has a special place on my dresser with all of my other vintage perfume bottles. So I love it. Marion, thank you so much. She was so sweet to do that. Another lady brought us, she was at our table. She brought us these, and there were so many things that people just brought by and dropped off. I could not keep up with who was dropping off what. It was just, people were so nice. Hi, Dana. Oh, you collect unicorns. Melissa, I used to collect unicorns when I was in junior high. So I get the collection for sure. Muttnut, is Muttnut here? Hello. I was supposed to go to Lone Star before the insanity stuff happened over the summer. I know, you have to come back, Sue. Anyway, so someone gave us these. Thank you for being a friend, with the Golden Girls on it. And I took out the contents. Marlon promptly stole them. It was Mai Tai mix and a little airline bottle of rum. So Marlon promptly took that out of here to mix himself a beverage when I got home from the retreat. So, but I have the cup. So it's so sweet. Love, love, love this. I got this, and again, just so sweet, and just people kept dropping. I would leave to go walk around or talk to someone and come back and go, who brought this? Who brought this? Oh my gosh. Ooh, Melissa got Rhiannon from DAC. Oh my gosh. Okay. So in here, I was going to do this at the retreat and then just got so involved in other stuff. I didn't have a chance, but they have a bell at the Lone Star retreat, and the Lone Star started this tradition. It's a decorative bell. And if you finish a project at the retreat, you get to go up and ring the bell. I did not finish anything because I'm too much of a gabber. I gab with everyone, but we got this mini little diamond painting set, and there's a lot of glare on it, but it's got a bee and a ladybug and a butterfly on it with crystals, and I was going to do this so I could ring the bell, but I didn't get it done, but I will do this. Okay. What else do we get in here? We got a little tray to do our thing. We got a couple of, oh, I didn't even see this. Where are my old lady glasses? Hang on. What does this say? Let's give them pumpkin to talk about. Oh, that's so cute. Little release papers, a couple of little release papers that will be perfect on this. So everything in here is perfect to work on. Baggies. Yeah, it's everything to do the kit. So cute. Little washi tape. Wax. What is this? Oh, I think this might be a squishy. I'm not sure, but look at the pen. The pen was so pretty that she added. I think she just added some personal touches, but it's so pretty. It's got hearts in it. So everything to complete our little diamond painting project. And that was just something that, again, got dropped off at my table that wasn't even part of the swag that sweet people just put together for this retreat. I'm going to have to become a little bit better of a retreat goer and maybe think of something to do next year, because they've already told us the theme for next year. And if you stick around, I'll tell you the theme for next year. And it is right up this girl's alley, right up it. So yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out. So we got this little gift. So sweet. Look at him. We got, oh, he's so snuggly. It's a little zipper. Okay. Again, a gift from someone just dropped off at the table. And look, someone crocheted this. It is a pen that someone took the time to isn't it beautiful? Someone crocheted it. And believe me, as a person that's attempted crochet, this is out of my league, but it's a pen. Then we got a little, this is the keychain, but it's all blinged and it's got a screw top on it. I don't know what you put in here. Maybe if you need extra Tylenol or whatever, it's maybe a pill holder. You could put drills in it if you needed extra drills or whatever. But isn't that beautiful? You got that. Love these scissors. If you have not seen these scissors, my mom taught me how to use these scissors. So they look like eyeglasses, but they're not. You pull out. And then there's scissors and they're compact. Is that not fun? I used to play with my mom had several pairs of these because she was a seamstress, and I used to play with them all the time. And that's what we got in there. Is that not, I mean, that's just so nice of people just to, so that's, and he is, I just want to snuggle him. He's so soft, so soft. So that's another thing that we got. And I haven't even gotten to the swag yet. This is all just stuff people brought to be nice. Look at this pouch. It says, live like Rose, dress like Blanche, think like Dorothy, and speak like Sophia. Is this not adorable? It's a little zipper pouch. And I love me some Golden Girls. So you can never have. And this, oh, this is the best smelling soap. It's Botanic Shea Butter by Greenwich Bay Trading Company. This is fresh holly. I will definitely be putting this out for the holidays. It's French milled soap. Oh, it smells heavenly. Then we got some Golden Girl stickers here. Okay, so fun. We got a keychain that says Stay Golden. Okay. Also, the entire room that we were crafting in was themed for the event. So the doors leading into the craft room were decorated. They said Shady Pines. It was awesome. And they had a photo backdrop. If you saw the thumbnail to this live, that was the photo backdrop. And we took lots of pictures. I need to put some pictures up on my community tab. Another Golden Girl sticker. And then this is cool. Okay. I got this and I had no clue what a thread picker was. Strings attached. Okay. It's got this rough thing. You put your hand in it, and when you are cross stitching, you know how you cut off extra threads and they kind of go everywhere? You use this and it easily picks up all of your little pieces of thread. So you have a clean workspace. And I'm like, who thinks of these things? That is genius. So yeah, so that came in here. Hi from Joshua, Texas. Love that pouch. Finish. Oh, a needle holder. You know what? You guys are so smart. Probably so. Probably so. Yep. Oh, Marion, just finished the painting that you started at the retreat. Just rang the bell. Yes. I know. I need to ring. Believe me, when I finish Angel of Justice, I will be ringing every bell they allow me to ring. Oh my gosh. So that was that. Okay. Melissa from Joshua, Texas. Hello, my friend. So glad you're here. Okay. Now, and I haven't gotten to the swag. Not yet gotten to the swag. I'll show you what I bought. Okay. I was not good at the Diamond Art Club drop. I had to have the Molly Harrison. So I bought the Molly Harrison. I'm just, you know what? This is confession time. You are all the priest behind the little screen. And I'm just telling you, I did buy the Molly Harrison. I had to have her. She was too cute, that little witch. And she sold out. So I was glad I got her, but I was not good. I was not. I purchased that one. So I wasn't terrible, but I wasn't angelic. And then the rest of the stuff I bought at the retreat, aside from the bling for this painting that I ordered, it wasn't there, but I ordered while I was there. So I'll count that. The rest was cross stitching. So we had Under the Sea Fabrics come. She is a cross stitch shop out of San Antonio. Let's see. I got this too. I got these two. I can't. I got. Where did I? Was it Susie Q? I think this was Susie Q cross stitch. 2 patterns. I can't show you the actual pattern, but I can show you the picture. Look at this. I have to go get some gray fabric to put this on. Is this not a darling cross stitch deal? Look at the Santa and the woodland creatures with their Santa hats on. I had to have it. Okay. And then again, I'm a sucker for Christmas and Halloween. I'm a sucker. If it's Christmas or Halloween, I'm there. I got this. Look, Boo Hoo and Eek. This is from Susie Q's cross stitch. And she was also a sponsor of the retreat. Oh, okay. Now, Under the Sea Fabrics came, and she is epic for dyed Ada, dyed linen. If you need any type of fabric to stitch on, she's got it, plus all these wonderful patterns. Well, guess what patterns I found? Alyssa, who does not really cross stitch, she was like, I'm not going to go in there. I don't need to get anything. Well, I came out with this one, and she was like, oh, I have to go back in. And she got a couple of patterns. I think she's going to do a cross stitch conversion, possibly with Jade. But look who I found. Fluffy Fox. Look at this one. This one is Dungeons and Stitches for those of you D&D players. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So I got this pattern, and then Alyssa went back and got a couple of others from Flossy Fox. But this is the very first Flossy Fox actual cross stitch pattern that I've bought. So it'll be fun to cross stitch one from Flossy, actually cross stitch one from Flossy Fox. And I've got several of their diamond paintings. So I was excited to find that one. And then this one I found, and then found some fabric to go with it. I know, Melissa, I love me some cross stitch too, but it's just the time again. So I found this, and I love unusual pumpkins for the fall season. Look how cute those pumpkins are. And they're just, I like the designs on them. They're unusual. I just thought it was so pretty. Not a lot of back stitching, not a lot of complications. And then this, is this Ada? What is this? Yeah, this is Ada. I got this fabric to go with it. I thought it would look good. Enough of a contrast, because there's some white in this that you stitch, and I thought that would be a nice contrast with that, a nice kind of fall vibe. So that's what I got for that. Okay. Now, let's talk about the swag. The swag that, oh my gosh, that I got was amazing. So we got our swag in 2 parts. So nope, this was our second part. Hang on. Okay. This part was on our tables. Okay. I have a pile of cross-stitch pile of cross-stitch. I have a hanging thing on the back of my closet door in my craft room with all the cross-stitch stuff. It is stuffed full. Yes. Just, to do projects. So anyway, this was our box on our table. Okay, this was part 1 of the swag. This isn't all the swag. So what came in, and I love that they personalized it. It was so nice. So we got this, and everything in the swag box or bag was themed. Okay, they had these little cards. So this one is rose, and it says, in Florida, who can tell a hot flash from a weather front? And we got a portable fan. Let me pull the little fan out. It's a USB that you can, get cool with. So we got that. Hi, Aya from Kuwait. Welcome. So glad you're here. So we got that. Okay. This is awesome. Okay. It was a tea bag with sleepy time tea, and we got an eye mask, but this eye mask, you can listen to noise canceling noise, or it's got Bluetooth in it. So you can hook it up to your phone via Bluetooth and listen to music, but it's an eye patch. And this is Dorothy, and it says, go to sleep, sweetheart, pray for brains. So we got that. That's going to be fun. And I've never slept in a sleep mask. I think I might like it. But anyway, and to be able to listen to noise canceling, white noise or green noise or whatever, that'll be fun. I love this. This one, this one is cute. This one has the lyrics to Thank You for Being a Friend, the theme song from the Golden Girls. And as per usual, I think every year there's been one. It's a Christmas ornament commemorating the retreat, and it says, thank you for being a friend with the Golden Girls. And I will proudly put that on my Christmas tree. Just all the stuff in the swag. Again, Marissa is the OG and just top notch for a reason. She's so thoughtful with everything that she does in the committee as well. This is great. I will be putting this on my key ring. It is a key ring to Shady Pines Retirement Home. And this one is Sophia. All right. It says, when you're lucky enough to find that kind of friendship, I guess you just want to pass it on. So anyway, I'll be putting that on my key ring for sure. And this I haven't even opened up. A lot of people did and used it at the retreat. It's so cool. And we discovered a feature about this at the end of the retreat. So I was glad to know that. This is Blanche's contribution to the swag. It says, eat dirt and die, trash. And due to the fact that it said, eat dirt and die, trash, this is a portable trash can. Hi, bestie. Welcome, welcome. I'm going through all the goodies. So it's a portable trash can. So you take it off and look, it pops out and there's your trash can. And so many people put this on their tables for trash, right? You make a lot of trash when you craft, okay? And then when you're done, you just scrunch it down. You put the band, if I can find it. Here's the band. You scrunch it down, you put the band over it, and off you go. Now, if you want to put it somewhere, this is the feature that we figured out at the end of the retreat. We didn't want to do it at the retreat because we were packing up to go home, but it's got Velcro on the bottom of it. So if you wanted to put this someplace permanent, like your car or whatever, you could hook this piece somewhere and Velcro it down. But when we were all ready to pack up and go home, You just scrunch it down. It's like one of those car shade things. Put the band around it and you're set to go. So that was just the first part. Just the first part of the swag. Okay? Part one. This was part two. We got this later. Hi, Madeline. Welcome, welcome. Okay. Hello, Bayou Shit Show Arts and Crafts. I can say that because that's her channel name. Love it. You go live Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay. All right. So here we go. Aloha, Cammie. Welcome, welcome. So this is a lunch bag, right? Or a crafting bag that you can take, and it's got all kinds of pockets in it. First of all, someone sewed this tissue holder. And what's nice about this is the tissue does have plastic, but you can put this in your purse. So it kind of holds the tissue better than the plastic part does. So we got that. We got, what is this? Oh, this was super nice. So you know how when you go to a retreat, or for those of you that don't know, when you go to a retreat, you get all of these things from the sponsors. Well, lots of paperwork with discount codes and everything else, and you're continually trying to keep it all together. Well, they did it for us this year. So these are all the business cards and discount codes that everyone that sponsored the event put in. So they're all in one place. So that was super nice for us. Okay. We got this crate. Don't ask me where it's from. It doesn't say. May have been, some of these things were from the committee themselves. It's one of those portable crates that I'm not going to snap it all together, but you put together, and then when you're ready to go, you just collapse it down and it lays flat. So that was a fun little thing. What else did we get? Oh, we got a pattern from, you know what, this is from the Red Boot Retreat. We go to the Red Boot Retreat for no frills. Okay. So look at that. Look at that cross stitch pattern with the chickens. This is right up my alley. Right up my alley. I love it. Okay. Oh, Simply Gilded was a sponsor. So we got beautiful, you can't see that. Let me take it out. We got beautiful washi tape and stickers from Simply Gilded. I love Simply Gilded. What is on the washi tape? Oh, it's gold foiled kind of mandala. It's beautiful. Okay. And then stickers kind of in the Golden Girls tropical theme. So that was so nice. I mean, they just spoil us rotten, spoiled to death. Oh, this is so cool. So Amanda, who is on the committee, learned how to do these on her Cricut, and she made one for every retreat attendee. Look at this calendar. Okay. So you've got, okay, so this is the back. And it starts off in October, right? Because we're counting down to the next retreat, and it goes through September. And it goes through 2026. You get the whole year of 2026, but she started it out so thoughtfully in October of 2025, and you get a little stand to put it on your desk. And every month you can just take one of the calendars off, and when it's November, it's November. So I thought that was such a nice little thing. And then this is all die cut out from the Cricut. So that was super sweet. I love those calendars because I'm constantly going, when is that date? What is that date? So that will be super handy. Oh, we're not even close. Hang on. What is this? Oh, okay. A curated scent collection by Queen Bee Customs. Okay, Queen Bee Customs are the fresheners. So cool. So we got this. We didn't quite know what this was, but we found out. So this is to hang, it stretches. So you can hang this from the rear view mirror of your car, okay? And then you have, I can't believe all these scents they gave us. Actually, you can use these fresheners anywhere, not just a car, but we got midnight cheesecake. Smells heavenly, right? And each of them have a little hook on it. So you can hook this on there and hang it in your car or hang it wherever you want. So the scents are midnight cheesecake, ocean spray on a boardwalk bench. What does this one say? I always wondered why blessings wore disguises. If I were a blessing, I'd run around naked. Sophia. This one is every day is paradise. That's purple. And Dorothy says, honey, if you don't take a chance, nothing happens. Dorothy, love that. And then margaritas at the Rusty Anchor. Of course, this is Blanche. What does Blanche say? I got to figure out what Blanche says. So we got all four. Crying is for plain women. Pretty women go shopping. Oh, I love Blanche. Anyway, so we got 4 cents for each of the Golden Girls and a car hanger. So that's fun. All right. I'm sorry they're late. You're never late, happy little drills. I'm glad you're here. So that's that. So, I mean, just all these wonderful goodies and goodies that, you know, you can use in your life. And, you know, it just reminds you of the retreat. It's so nice. We got a pen, and this is We Stitch for St. Jude. Okay, hang on. The pen is taped on here. St. Jude is the, before I forget, St. Jude is the charity, an organization that Marissa is very much involved with and very much, you know, has a heart for. She has spent countless hours fundraising for them and continues to. And we did a fundraiser for St. Jude to honor Marissa at Crafter's Paradise this year and raised over $700, almost $800 for St. Jude. And because we did that, Marissa got Alyssa and I a sussy, let me say, a sussy. A sussy is a treat. So let me go get that right now and show you. I mean, how nice of them to get us a gift for helping to fundraise. It was so nice. So hang on just a second. I mean, I'm telling you, I got all kinds of stuff. You're going to see me over here in my kitchen. I put it up. I put so many things up. I shouldn't have. Okay. Okay. So they got us these beautiful, they got us a cup and one of these aluminum bottles with the St. Jude logo on it. And I just thought that was so sweet that they mentioned us and, you know, just again, so thoughtful. These people are amazing, amazing, amazing. But in the swag, you got a notebook and it says, We Stitch for St. Jude. And it's got the little, it's stitching graph paper. So you can use that to take notes in or maybe plan a cross stitch project or what have you. So that's one of the things. I know. Okay. I have a Cricut. Melissa, I've had a Cricut also for 5 years, and I have printed one thing on the Cricut, and that was the sample piece that you did when you hooked it up to Makerspace, and Makerspace is like, here is a design. Hook up and we'll cut it for you. All I had to do was press one button and it cut it for me. And that's the only thing I've done on my Cricut. And it's a nice Cricut. I used all these Amazon gift cards to get it. I need to figure out how to use it. People are like, what is your problem, Kara? Yeah, I'm lazy and just haven't learned. What else? This was a sweet card that was printed for us. Like our favorite Golden Girls, we hope you find friendship, laughter, and love while you're here. And after you return home, we have a full weekend of activities planned for you, which hopefully will tide you over until we're together again next year. Until then, we want to thank you for being a friend. So that was a card that we got. So sweet. I mean, just all of this. Bella Art Diamonds, or Bella Art Day Nicole, did a coaster, right? To commemorate the event, 2025 Lone Star Retreat. Thank you for being a friend. You got a little coaster. What else? What else? Oh, Mary Making and Mud. She's Mary Making Crafts. Meredith was there. And we got to see her little girl. She's so cute. She is a mini me of Meredith. Oh my gosh. So this is her business card, and we got Butt Naked Beach Mary Mud, and we got Cherry Cheesecake Mary Mud, which I love. So I'm excited to use those. I have used Mary Mud many times. Love, love, love it. She is a sweetheart. I don't know who we got this from, but it's a resin trash holder. Beautiful in blue. Can you believe all this stuff? I mean, it just keeps going on and on. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is from, hang on. Crafting Magic. We got 2 cover minders, and for the cross stitchers, it was needle minders. Crafting Magic is Vanessa, and I roomed with Vanessa, and she is absolutely lovely, and I purchased more cover minders from her. That's another purchase I made, and they're already on my cover minder board. Let's see. They're always, yes, they are. They're always showing sweet children that need medical care. Yes. Rumor has it that you're a Blanche. Well, I think of you as a Blanche and me as Baby Jade from a Colossa. No, you are not. Silver Stitches. I have been fine. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Mine's still in the plastic wrap. Well, you know, did you eat lots of cheesecake? They did serve cheesecake with dinner one night. So yes, we got cheesecake. I had the old Cricut with cartridges. I had the Cricut Imagine and the Gypsy, but the Cricut descended to a stop supporting those items. So I switched to a Silhouette. Way better. You know, I don't know. I need to start using to find out. All right. Decided, not descended. Anyway, so she used to be Nessa's Minders and More, but she changed to Crafting Magic. And she did a commemorative Lone Star Retreat. Thank you for being a friend cover minder, and thank you for being a friend with all the Golden Girls. So I'm excited to use those to commemorate our little time together. Marissa, who founded the Lone Star Retreat, she is the Crafty Heifer on YouTube. I don't know how many videos she does anymore. She has really gotten into cross stitch more than diamond painting, but she does diamond paint. She does diamond paint. She's a crafty person. She is a crafty person. Okay, so she just has been trying she's the Crafty Heifer, so she does a lot of crafties, right? So she got us these tweezers. They're not murder tweezers, okay? But she tried out resin, and so she hand did these resin tweezers for us, which I thought was awesome. Again, you make anything with your hands, I am impressed because it takes a lot of time. So that was super sweet. I will forever treasure those. Oh, we're not done. We are not done. What is this? Oh, so cute because we're in Texas. You know, the Lone Star Retreat is in Texas. So we got Blue Bonnet. It's a tape measure. So I can never have too many tape measures anywhere I need to measure. So yeah, the Blue Bonnet is the Texas state flower. So we got a tape measure. We got a pin with the Golden Girls. So I will proudly put that pin probably on a baseball cap somewhere. That's where I always kind of put my pins. I mean, can you believe all this stuff? I couldn't believe it. All right. We got a cat-proof tray. What is this one? Lean low. I'm not sure what kind this is, but cat-proof trays actually have the lids that don't come off, for those of you familiar with cat-proof trays. So your cat can't, knock it off. The lid just goes on like that. So that is awesome from cat-proof trays. Look at this. We got this from Forbidden Fiber Company. It's variegated floss for cross stitching. Is that not beautiful? Oh, such pretty colors. And when I say variegated, you see how the colors all switch, kind of an ombre effect. That's variegated. So I think this is a plain floss. That's not variegated. Maybe it is. I'd have to look a little bit more closely. And last but not least, from Firefly, we got a commemorative retreat tray that says "Stay Golden." Okay, so pretty. And it says Lone Star Retreat 25 on it. So all that swag, can you believe it? Oh my gosh, such sweet, kind people that donated, and so thankful. I mean, just crazy. I also won a prize. I'm telling you, when I tell you I have so much stuff to show you, now do you believe me? I can't even move at my dining room table because I've got so much stuff sitting out here. Okay. I'm just putting it all away. Okay, so I won this. There's more than swag. There's door prizes that you can win. And a big one that I won, and like I said, it was a cross-stitch kind of retreat. Hi, Dippin' Time. Hi, Rhonda. Welcome. Okay, so this was a subscription box from Stitching Buddies. For those of you, anybody in the house, cross-stitchers, anyone in the house, I don't know. Cleo, my calico, is sitting on my DP. She's looking for attention. Oh, Melissa. Oh, my gosh. But Stitching Buddies is apparently a cross-stitch place that does subscriptions. So this whole box I won. So first of all, I'll start from the bottom. So I got these, and they're the whole thing is corgi themed, the corgi dog themed. So cute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these. These are little floss keepers, acrylic floss keepers. So you can put your cross stitch floss through the hole and have them organized a little bit. And look, you get a little slotted thing to keep it in, which I love. Love that. So that was just one thing in the box. Then there is a zipper pull, and it says this zipper pull can decorate your project bag or hold your needle. It's magnetic. So if you wanted it to hold your needle, you could just put your needle on it and it would magnetize to it. But if you had a project bag, you could put it on there too. I mean, all of this came in this box, and I'm like, hey, I'm all for it. Then you got 2 of these bags. Let me take this stuff out of the bag that it came in, because all this stuff came with it. So 2 of these nice little bags for projects or to hold supplies in, right? You got a pair. I'm just going to take this out of the plastic or you won't be able to see it. Can you believe all the goodies? I'm just like, oh my God. Door prizes. Why don't they ever have window prizes? Oh my God. All right. So we got, I know it's 7. I'll get off of here in just 2 seconds. Thank you guys for letting me share. We've got scissors. We have a magnetic thread organizer, so you can put your thread in and magnetize your needle to it. Another zipper pull with a little corgi. Okay, then you've got stickers, planner stickers, but then you had the last thing in here is the whole project. Yes, I know I need to go. Brandy will understand if I go over. All right, so I got this. This is the printed Ada. This is the floss. And then this is the pattern. Okay, so it's the pattern, and you put the corgi on the patterned Ada. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I ran over. Go see Brandy if you're going to see Brandy. But thank you for letting me share. And I will see you next week. And I know that Angel of Justice will be done. Again, thank you for letting me indulge you and share everything with you. And I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.